So you have 13 story credits. You can spend as few as 3 or as many as 6.
Achieve what?
That will be how many dice you get to roll.
Mm-hmm.
And you too have one of them must be D10, and the rest can be either D10s or D4s in any combination. So let me explain what is happening here. Your D10s are opposed by Hannah's D4s. Right? So you are rolling your D10s to get what you want, and she is stopping you with her D4s. You are stopping
Okay.
Hannah's D10s with your D4s. You must understand that both sides could succeed, and both sides could fail. So this cannot be oppositional. It has to be orthogonal.
Let's roll something, and then you'll talk us through the
Sure,
results. How does
no
that
problem.
sound?
Just if you want to get what you want, pick all D10s or mostly D10s. If you want to
Mm-hmm.
stop them. So what exactly are you trying to achieve, Helma? She wants to get this paper problem done. She doesn't want to have to deal with these papers. She wants to get past this administrative step, right?
Yeah, and
But so,
I want to get her to understand that to get past this,
well, hold on.
she has to change her application.
Right, but that's your D4s that say that.
Yeah.
Well, what do your D10s want? You could say
That's
I
a little
want
bit
her.
more.
You could say I want him to move, for example. Right?
Yeah.
See what I mean? It's a different issue. Does that help?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
So
think so.
so basically, Helma
Um,
or Henna, if you want to get what you want, focus on your D10s. If you suddenly say, "Wait a minute, I don't want to move," then do your D4s. And also, Helma has to choose how many dice she is going to roll. Um,
I'm
Sam,
still
as
not.
go ahead.
I'm getting it, but so I basically have to come up with 2 goals, or
One of your goals is not really a goal; it's just to stop Henna's goal.
yeah,
It's
that's
it's
the
it's the
divorce.
think of it as
Just
a
go away
difficulty.
and don't make problems for me,
Right. Well, and
basically.
also screw your papers. You have to do it all the way we say. And now you said
Yeah.
30 days, now it's 15. Screw you. Right. That's where you're stopping her. That's the D-force. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
goal. You're just like hard. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the goal that you have is some kind of thing that's different from that. That you can
That would
say,
be
right.
do it my way. Do me a favor, do it my way, and you will get what you want.
No, no,
No,
no.
I'm sorry, I'm
No,
getting
it's
tired.
okay. No, it's all right. I'm sorry to be so opposite, so difficult, but this is a good example of orthogonal rolling, orthogonal conflict. That means that you have to think about your antagonist and say, what does it want for Hannah's character to do? And it's something else besides just whether she gets or doesn't get these papers done.
So what I want a character to do is to comply to rules the character doesn't know. So I want a character to change their application so they can open their store in another place.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Good enough. Yeah. So she might succeed, but if you succeed, then she has to do it that way. Right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you will,
Um,
I will suggest spending, well, you can do 3, 4, or 5 or 6 credits for dice. and then you will choose how many are D10s and how many are D4s. Henna, you look ready. You have your dice ready to go? Okay.
I take 5 of the credits, so
Okay.
there are
Up
8
against 5 dice.
left.
Brutal.
And actually, and 2 of them are going to be D4s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you will both roll, but don't tell me what you get. Don't say what you get. Not yet. Okay? There's an order. So roll. Sam, anytime you want to chip in with housing hassles.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to ask,
I forgot.
can I bring in? Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yes, you can, and you get a D4 for it. You roll your D4 right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I bring in some kind of
No. It's not a requirement like that. By definition, you're
Okay.
going to roll a D4 in this conflict. Just do it. Do it now. We should have rolled at the same time. We're late.
Okay.
Okay. So, did you roll your D4?
Yes, I digitally rolled it.
Okay. And so do think about what minutia this represents. So in my case, I am talking about the food production. And I am just going to be very annoying and say right at this moment, well, let's see, this is later in the afternoon, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Your wife, Birgit, has, knowing your situation and how long you've been on the telephone and everything, chooses this exact moment to bring you uh, a a non-technological, um, I don't know. Let's say it's lemonade. She has made lemonade for you, and it was a real lemon, and you didn't even know she had that, right? So, so she actually says, this really is the way you like it. So she brings you one. So that gives me well, that goes with the way I'm rolling. Sam, what did you have in mind?
Okay. This is a little hard to think about. I think that the thing that I was going to go for was, the only thing I can picture is these people pounding on the door, but it can't be that. I feel like it's just so intense that I don't know. So I think maybe, this is kind of hard. I think maybe,
it could be something as simple as just a news item.
What I was thinking about was them plastering the street with posters.
Mm-hmm.
About, new residential locations opening up for families with both aliens and humans in them.
Right. Okay. Good enough.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You're in charge of that. That's what you get. But you're saying it's some sort of since it's posters, it's like some neighborhood organization doing this, right?
Exactly. It's the same guys who are out there, knocking on that other door, and they're out there. Yeah.
Okay.
I have to go run and grab my charger. I'll be back in a second.
Okay.
My laptop's about to die.
So now we'll catch Sam up when he gets here. But Henna, what is your highest D10?
6.
6. Helma, what is your highest D4? Let me double check. Let me quickly double check rules on this. I want to be sure of this. Okay, going down, scale. There, results. Now look at your the largest showing die. Now, so that means that Henna's result is now a 3. Right. So Henna rolled a 6 and Helma rolled a 3 to oppose it. So that means that Henna actually has a 3. Okay. So that because we subtract. Now we should have checked this before, but were you trying to roll high or were you trying to roll low for the love
Whom are you
for
calling?
Henna? Because
Uh,
if it is the top value, you are trying to roll low. If you is the bottom value, bottom word, you are trying to roll high. So
I don't know, but I have four
what's
there in.
the 4? Okay, let me
Yeah.
clarify. To
So
get your
tomorrow.
way through love, you need to get 5 or higher. To get your way through fear, you need to get 3 or lower. Okay? Now, so right now you are losing a little, but we are not done. We are not done, okay? Because the audience dice get to play in. Now let's go over to Helma.
Mhm.
So, just to let you know, I mean, just in terms of the fiction, you are having a really hard time explaining that the papers weren't even right. I mean, you are getting tangled up in all of that crap, right? Trying to. So then over for Helma, what was your D10?
The highest D10 is a 9.
Henna, what is your highest D4?
3.
Okay, so Helma, you have a 6.
Mhm.
So what did you were using the administration, right?
Mhm.
So and your number there is
It's a 4.
4, and that's on the top. So you're basically trying to roll a 5 or higher.
Yeah.
So you currently are succeeding.
Mhm.
Okay. Now for the fun part. Who has the higher value on the D4, me or Sam? I have a 1.
I have a 2.
Sam, you may put a 2 onto any of those values you want, either of those values. You may either give
Okay.
Henna 2 more or 2 less. You may either give Helma 2 more or 2 less, but you can only pick one.
Oh, I think I'll give Helma 2 less.
Aha.
Yeah. Do I say why or do I just say I'll give
Well,
him
it
2
kind of
less?
helps if the minutiae make a difference.
Okay. Well, Helma had said that the person delivering the papers was an alien.
Right.
A lot of those people who
Oh,
are
no.
bringing back and forth the papers are not liking coming around here anymore.
Right.
So I think it's a little harder for the administration to deal in this particular area.
There's an alien labor dispute that's messing with the
Yes.
right. Okay.
Yes.
So freaking residential organizations, right? So
Yeah.
so let's see. That means that Helma was at a 6 but has been bumped down to a 4.
Which is exactly the
Right,
number.
and we're going to talk about that in just a moment,
Mhm.
okay? And so she has been bumped to a tie, but poor Yim has not made it to the target number, correct? So that means before we do anything else, Helma says what happens to Yim with the papers. And it's bad.
Okay, so so let's clarify this. So Yim is trying to explain what is missing in the papers and that he had sent in everything and anything, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I can't find anything here.
Mm-hmm.
Just fill in what you have and send it.
Mm-hmm.
And send it in time.
Right. And so it's just like door in the face. Right. So then, but now we have to deal with your situation, which is to be on your number, which is the fulcrum in the rules. Okay. Now, basically, you have to escalate. Okay. The situation is going to become worse, specifically in regard to um, to Helma's goal. Okay. So Henna's taken care of, but Helma, you're locked in like this death struggle now, right? About this. Oh, actually, no. It says things didn't go well for either of you. Oh well, hold on. Okay, fine. We're going to live with this. So, therefore, Henna, tell Helma what will happen if they fail and it's bad. You're going to do a reroll and the situation has become worse. How has it become worse? You can hurt the company, right? You can strike back, or through coincidence or any situation or whatever.
A complaint? Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah, you know the right guy. You can nail them with the right complaint or something, right? So because what they want you to do, what is that second goal? Let's be very clear. The second goal was Helma?
The goal was to get them to change the location of the store.
Got it. Right. So what happens if Helma fails, Henna? I mean, you could say, all kinds of things that are good for you and bad for them.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe could it be possible that somehow these hidden policies become like public knowledge?
Sure.
Somehow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Right. So somehow is kind of an interesting question. We don't know if Yim has actually done it or not. Maybe they do. So that's what's at stake now. Take your D10s that you rolled before. Take your D4s, Helma, that you rolled before. And this time, I still have a D4 on the table that we haven't used. And I get to affect the result this time with my minutiae.
Okay. So you want me at the highest what?
The highest D10.
Is a 6.
Henna?
No, wait a second. What were we supposed to roll?
All of the D4s
All of
that you
them.
rolled before. Just the D4s,
Oh,
but roll them again.
Okay. Well, I rolled the D10, so I'm going
Right.
to
So roll
it.
your D4. Yeah.
Yeah. Now I have rolled 3.
So now I'm confused again because all the numbers have twisted in my head. Start all over. Helma, what is your D10? What does it say?
6.
6. And you rolled a 3? I am so sick of 6s and 3s, incidentally, just to let you know. Right. Okay, so we get, so you, Helma, have a 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is under, you have to roll over a 4 to succeed, right? And I am going to put my 1, I could be terrible and put it in to make it a 4 again and make us do it all over, but I won't. I am going to put my 1 in Henna's favor. And
Which means
that.
we have
Right.
to look at the D4s now?
No, we already did look at the D4s.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, we already did. We subtracted her 3 from your 6.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
got it.
And also, I think I did something wrong. Sam, you're the one who screwed over Henna, correct? Or was she already losing? You messed her up, correct?
I think I targeted Helma.
Oh, okay.
But
So
he didn't get low enough.
Right. So that's why
Right,
she got
yes.
to narrate. Yeah. Whereas in my situation, it makes no difference either. So Henna gets to say how the food industry fails terribly to make you relocate the store. In fact, you can take it all the way. You can say, like, you get the permit, right? You get it. All those other papers are still a problem, but you get the location, right? For example. And you also mentioned something about the leaking that information. You go right ahead.
They're always messing with me, whatever I do.